back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 2 current household update video today. And so today we are in the wonderful world of academic Latour, the university world that came with Sims 2 University, but this time we are controlling the lives of Dustin and Angela Pleasant. But the twist is we currently have recently moved in Lilith Pleasant, who is the sister of Angela Pleasant. But the sad thing is the reason why Lilith is living with Angela under the same roof is because Mary Sue had the audacity of kicking out Lilith because she was not living up to Mary Sue's expectations and standards when it comes to academics, life, social skills, and well-rounded just being a genuine good person when it came to Mary Sue dating Joe Carr. And Mary Sue just couldn't really tolerate Lilith anymore, so she kicked her out, and Lilith didn't really have anywhere to go. She broke up with Dustin, or technically, Dirk broke up with Lilith at the time, way back in the day, and so she only could turn to her sister. So she was like, sure, why not? You can stay with me, we have an extra bedroom, we just have to move things around and kind of just get things situated, but we need you to pull your weight when it comes to helping with our son. And Lilith can actually do that. She can help with their son and kind of help around the house and get things where they need to go. So I honestly believe with the fact that Lilith is living here is kind of a good thing, but also a bad thing when it comes to Lilith being in public school, but still in high school. Because Angela actually recently graduated, not recently, at the time, way back in the day, it was during the time where Angela had the right academic skills to graduate early and go to university early. So she took that opportunity to go ahead and pack up and get things done and out the way. And so she did. And that's why Angela is a little bit older than Lilith at this current state in time. In my mind, Angela and Lilith are technically 1 year apart, I would say. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, Lilith received 200 simoleons from Mary Sue for child support. Lilith received 200. Wait, what? What? Oh wait, that's right. Okay, that's right. I was like, wait, why did Lilith send 200 simoleons to these two people? The thing is, I forgot, she no longer lives there, so I have the child support mod in my game, and I forgot that if you don't live with a certain sim, they basically send you money because you're technically still a child under their quote-unquote roof, which is a little bit weird, but I kind of like it because now Angela and Dustin just received 400 simoleons to their name into their household, which is so perfect, so worth it, and so good in my book. But we currently have some studying we need to do because as of right now, Angela and Dustin are both sophomores in college. Dustin is a mathematics major, which I did not see coming at all, but he does have a 3.6 GPA as of right now, which is totally okay. He can technically make it up, and they just finished their midterms not too long ago. So they're currently in their second semester of their sophomore year, almost their junior year. And Angela is a drama major, and she really has been going forth to that acting, music, and theater enthusiasm for a very long time, because her interests are I would say her hobbies technically are a lot more nature and a little bit of film and literature with a mixture of music and dance, which is pretty good in my book. But as for like her interests in mind, she has a lot of enthusiasm and interest in culture, fashion, health, environment, also animals, and a little bit of school and somewhat sports. But her whole aspect of thing is all about, culture. And culture is something that I feel like that she should really dive deep into. And it says interests are what Sims talk about. To increase a Sim's interest in a particular topic, try reading a magazine. And for culture, it's all about art, music, what else? Art, music, literature, film, and all sorts of other fun things. So she's really going forth into that theater drama major, which I honestly love so much. Oh, so it says, it's hard to recognize Lilith behind all the makeup and costuming. So true. But Lilith shines as a star in her school play, Cinderella. Proud family and friends send a congratulatory card, netting Lilith 215 simoleons. Take a bow. Oh, so I forgot the thing about Lilith. She is kind of going towards the factor of becoming a entertainment or some type of culture drama, so she might follow into the footsteps of Angela. And I don't remember if you guys have been in my streams or not, but I did say that Mary Sue kind of wanted to carve wanted to carve Lilith into a well-modeled citizen, into the point where she wants to be more like Angela and follow into her footsteps. So she basically forced and persuaded Lilith to be more like her sister, more like her sister in her studies, her academics, her skills, her hobbies, literally everything under the sun, to be a perfect image in her eyes. And I feel like after all that hurt and pain and suffering that Lilith had to go forth and try to achieve, that couldn't really, yet something that she had tried to achieve but couldn't get to, really made her, I would say, kind of stressed out and didn't really want to go forth into that effort of being someone that she's not. And I kind of see her being her own person. She's been broken up multiple times by Dirk, her best friend that is no longer her best friend, and some other random guy that she kind of met from the crystal ball matchmaker. And so she really wants to be her own person, be her own self, and discover who she wants to be in life. And I kind of want to see her succeed too. Like, she has a whim of, or interest of, becoming a really cultural sim with an emphasis of entertainment, health, a little bit of money, and a little bit of paranormal too, which I didn't know I could see her into. She has a lot of paranormal interest in her, along with weather too. Animals, not so much like Angela, but that's technically okay. But she'll eventually get into that point in time in her life. But she currently has an A+ in school, and I don't know if she wants to go into private school or not, but she probably will go into private school eventually later in her life if she doesn't eventually get kicked out of school. But you never know when that will happen. But their son, not their daughter, maybe in the future, but Angela and Dustin's son, Daryl Pleasant, is like their small little haven, that their little bundle of joy that they didn't expect to be born while they were in university. Because when Angela and Dustin actually moved into university together, they didn't really have a set goal or plan in mind on when they were going to have kids, when they were going to get married, when they were going to, do things in life. And so it just kind of was a spur of the moment, college teens, hormones racing every single day, the ideal thing. And so one thing led to another. They kind of just stumbled across, they were out and about in their dating life, and they wanted to go out on a date. They went to this photo booth, and in The Sims 2, a photo booth is something that where you can take photos, but also have a little risque time with your significant other, which is super cool and funny and kind of cheeky. You need to calm it down. Go play some games. Go play some Sims 3 on The Sims 2. And so basically, when they were out on the date, they kind of stumbled across the photo booth and did a little risky woohoo, and somehow Angela ended up pregnant with Dustin's baby while they were in university. And I did a whole mod overview over that, how to have kids while in university, because evidently originally in The Sims 2 University you cannot have kids while in university. So I did want to kind of explain all of that, but since they had a kid, they really wanted to, step up their game by being better parents, and wanted to be successful in their endeavors and kind of be a good role model to their kid. Mostly Dustin wanted to be a good role model to his own son. But he got a message from Don Pleasant. Soon to be going to change his name soon back to Lothario. But he said, "I'm sure you're busy, but I just thought I'd remind you to keep in touch every now and then, once in a while. I know sometimes it's tough, but I don't want our friendship to be a burden or anything. But Lilith, drop me a line sometimes just for a chat." And I mean, they're not the best of friends. Like, they're not on the best of terms either. And I'm not really sure if she really knows. Oh, wait, they do. So they're kind of best friends. Because at the time, I remember a couple of videos ago, we're going to go and send him a little email to Don after we take care of Daryl real quick. But when Angela and Lilith's father, Daniel Pleasant, he actually was married to Dawn at the time. So they were technically kind of family in a way from their father. And that was like technically okay. And I would say they weren't on the best of terms at this very, very start. But when they kind of got to know each other a little bit more, they were like, okay, I can get with this. I can kind of get to know a little bit more. So they kind of invited each other over to, each other's house, get to know each other, family gatherings, family dinners, vacationing time, all sorts of other fun things just to get to know each other a little bit more. And so when they kind of happened, they were, on good terms, and they kind of still are because they're friends, and that's good. But at this bottom part, they're not like, good buddy. So they're gonna work on that. So we're gonna have Lilith send a email to Dawn for a little bit. We're gonna have Angela serve up some spaghetti for dinner. But I did give Angela a bit of a makeover, and I do want to go out and about and get some new clothing. But I do want to probably do that online since we don't have enough time right now to technically go shopping. I really love her new look. I really just love it so much. But eventually I probably will build them a new house in the distant future when they have enough simoleons to afford it. But I did build this house on stream a couple of months ago, just trying to get them started in a brand new light of life. And I feel like, since Angela has been going through a lot lately, moving house, having a kid, being a sophomore in college, let alone being engaged, it's been taking a toll on her mental health a lot. And it's been quite crazy to think like, okay, how am I going to do all this by managing a kid, a husband, soon to be husband, my sister, and keeping my grades up? It's been a lot. And I feel like she has been taking, I don't know, I feel like she has to step up her game very, very quickly early in her life, since she was born at the age of 8. Because Lilith was a very rebel, and Angela was more of a goody two-shoes and all well-rounded kid. So she just really had to grow up very, very fast, since her father was technically seeing another woman secretly, which was Caitlin Langhart at the time they're maid. And so she didn't really have a sense of support from her father. More so, she didn't really had to be by herself. And that's why I guess she kind of stumbled across Dustin through high school and kind of dated him to kind of get a rise and a reaction mostly out of her mother, Mary Sue, who is an emotionless woman who pretty much only cares about herself, which is not good. But honestly though, I just feel like that maybe one day Angela will have that life where she has the life that she deserves and wants to be the best mother that she can be, especially the best wife that she can be. But we're gonna go ahead and pay the bills, because we gotta pay those bills. Ooh, hello, sir. Elmer Chan. Oh, and also the plot twist about this. I don't know what happened, but for some reason at freshman orientation, most likely sophomore orientation, I would say, Dustin cheated, which is very shocking, but kind of not shocking at the same time, because he got caught cheating by Angela, and it was actually the mascot, Claire. So I guess at the time when Angela was at school, or technically at class at the time, I guess Claire came over to kind of discuss a little bit cheeky, because the mascot was she had an alternative motive of getting together with Dustin. And Angela was like, let's see what happens. And she kind of suspected something that was happening with Dustin, but didn't really want to acknowledge it or really want to really see it happen or know it was happening, but it just happened. And so Dustin is kind of on the rocks with Angela at this current moment right now. So he's kind of working on his couple counseling a little bit more by reading the book, which I don't think, I do. So we're gonna have him study some couple counseling and learn that you have a wife and a kid, and you need to really think about your true values and what you really want to do in life. Oh, okay. So she currently has the SimCity Scholar Grant for 1,000 simoleons for being an A+ in school. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, we're good. We're fine. 1,000 simoleons, not that bad at all. But we definitely are gonna put Daryl to bed. Actually, I'm gonna have Angela do that real quick. So Angela's gonna have you put Daryl to bed real quick. Dustin, you can go ahead and not go downstairs. We're going to have you go to sleep real quick. Lilith, you're going to go ahead and finish your homework and be done with that and get that out the way. I'm pretty sure that she has the idea or the intention of actually going to private school. Ooh, that is definitely not good. That ain't pretty. That is definitely not pretty right there. She's like, this boy again. He's here again. They are going to definitely have some words to exchange for sure. Oh, that's definitely not good. But I want to probably go, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, dang. Come on, Angela, get with the program. Let's go ahead and put Daryl into the crib. Lilith, do your homework, get that done. And I probably want to have Angela go to her secret lot society or whatever it's called, because she has a membership to the film and literature place. And it's, what is it? The desirable discourse. But she has the hobby title of book club president. What do you mean you can get over there? Go put him in the crib, please and thank you. Thank you very much, Angela. What do you mean it's right there in front of you? Thank you. My goodness gracious. About time. So you finish your homework, perfect. Let's have you just go to bed. And it's only 10 p.m. and she doesn't have class for a pretty much while. Got all of her skills done. She got her little academic skill bar already done. Thinking of actually buying a little car for them, a little hoopty. Mary Sue sent some money over to Angela for a little incentive just because she was a single mother. Well, she's a mother and she just kind of has, sending money back and forth because she's in college, a mother, and just needs some general support. And Angela's basically the golden child in Mary Sue's eyes. So she just sent her over about 15,000 simoleons. He kind of spent most of that based around the house for upgrades, some random food, some groceries, and also technically, of course, the car. And I'm surprised that they have this nice little car. And look at that, a nice little Ford Escape hybrid car. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get kidnapped into the secret society? But I'm gonna go ahead and buy a cell phone. And the fact that we can go to a kiosk in The Sims 2 and buy a cell phone, a handheld device, and an MP3 player is so insane and so cool to see. But let's gonna go ahead and stop talking to Garrett real quick. We have a few people around here. Oh, and I forgot to mention that over here, right here, she's here. So Scarlett Marlia Langhurt is actually Daniel Pleasant and Caitlin Langhurt's child. So in hindsight, Scarlett and Angela and Lilith are all related, which is even freakier. And they really haven't technically met besides one time at Dawn's place. And that was a while back ago. So they don't really technically know each other, which is not good. So maybe we should probably introduce ourselves to Scarlett. Oh my gosh. I got distracted by Natasha Bedingfield. Oh my gosh. I swear. You know what? I honestly believe that maybe this is not the best idea. So we're going to probably just go ahead and buy our cell phone and get the GTFO out of here. But also buy some clothes too. But the fact that I honestly believe that Scarlett doesn't like Angela at all, or Lilith, because they come from the same family and technically the same father, which is not good. And so I felt like ever since Daniel married Dawn and kind of quote unquote introduced Angela to Scarlett when they were younger but don't remember, I feel like she's holding a grudge, a very deep grudge towards Angela because she's related to Daniel and because she comes from a very good life and not a broken home. Because Scarlett comes from a broken home, whereas Angela doesn't, because Scarlett's mother, Caitlin Langhurt, was a maid and kind of was stumbling across with Daniel and kind of having a secret love affair and kind of broke up the family and kind of just didn't really have a sense of motherly support because Caitlin didn't really want a child in the first place, so she kind of dipped and left as soon as the baby was born and left Daniel with all the responsibility and didn't really have a sense of, that motherly love that she always wanted. So she's just holding that deep grudge towards Angela and Lilith, which is not something that I want, but it happens. But, I think eventually in the future, she'll come around. If not, then she'll just hold that grudge forever and we may not be able to be good friends with her anymore. But I really want them to become good friends because that's what I always want for them. So now that we're back at the house, Angela is currently taking a nice little bubble bath because she is stressed out from Dustin cheating, college life, grades, professors, Lilith, her mother, Mary Sue, her father, Daniel Pleasant, pretty much everything under the sun. She just needed a break just to breathe. But her son is currently crying up a storm right now and needs some attention. So we're going to go ahead and take care of Daryl real quick and give him a family kiss, change his diaper per Zoom, because he probably needs to change in a little bit. And I guess we can probably teach him how to walk because he ages up in technically 2 days from now. Let's clean that real quick. Angela, come on. There we go. What a good mother that Angela is. I'm really proud of her. Her memories are something that I'm so happy that she's kind of really developed over time, besides the bad memories though. Okay, can we just say that changing tables need to come back in The Sims 4? Because I, for one, miss them so freaking much. Oh, you're gonna teach him how to talk? Perfect. I really miss these little interactions right here. He's like, I don't want to talk. Talking is for losers. Talking is for weenies, like SpongeBob. Oh, that's so cute. I love this. It's so cute. The little things just like this make me want me to play The Sims 2 so much more, especially with kids and also university and everything else under the sun. But we pretty much probably need to go to bed because we do have class at 2 p.m. So in a couple hours. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and have Daryl use the potty real quick because he has to pee real bad. So I'm gonna empty that out real quick. Let's have him stop talking and gonna take him to the potty. You know what Daryl can do? Play with his toys, which you can't do because it's not working. What is this anyway? It's a toy box. Why can you not access it? He's a child. We do need more stuff though for him. Ooh, we should get this bear. Let's look at the bear for him instead. Look at the bear. Look at the bear for him. Play with that. Go over there. Play with your little doll. Oh, nasty. Flush that. That's nasty. I'm gonna potty train Daryl. So we're gonna go and get him up from upstairs real quick. Potty train Daryl. There we go. I was like, wait, why is she not moving? So once we do that, I'm pretty sure he will probably be close to being done being potty trained, which I'm more hoping that he will be potty trained by the time he ages up in 2 days, because that's like my goal. 2 days time, I want him potty trained, probably have him teach how to walk and talk, because if he doesn't know how to walk or talk, I'm probably sure that's a failure on my part, but it's okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and actually wrap up this lovely video right here. I really hope you guys much enjoyed it. Please go ahead and let me know down in the comments below, as always, of what you thought of this part. What are your thoughts and opinions about Angela, Lilith living together with Angela and Dustin and their child that's almost ready to age up into a child, which is insane. Having a little child running around in this house is gonna be crazy. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for Dustin to live like that, but that's technically okay. That's their life, not mine. But what can you do? Life as a college parent in university as a sophomore. But either way, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please go ahead and let me know down in the comments below as always, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!